And welcome everybody. This is John Colbert, host of ColbertRadio.com. He's not kidding. He puts a full 2 ounces in his drinks. I'm already mispronouncing the name of my own show. This is John Iacofano. This guy owns the place. I bet the recipes are yours too, aren't they?
Yes, yes.
Well, John,
my father's, my grandmother's. And...
Well, you know, I was telling you, my daughter's here with me. She's a Bazzano.
Okay.
I married an Italian girl, Melinda Bazzano. But,
yeah.
but I'd like for you right now to tell us.
I knew you had to be related because nobody that good looking would sit next to you.
That's right. Lucky enough she took after her mother, right?
Yes,
so tell us, how long have you been here?
At this location, almost 5 years. So
really?
Now I opened up, when I started in Charleston, we started as a catering company, smaller than that stage, and you're talking 200 square feet, sure. Ashley Phosphate, Cross County Road.
Oh yeah, I know the area, yeah.
And I started with a little bit of catering equipment, I got ripped off, started that, started getting some catering. So I figured, hey, I'll open up. I'm from Cleveland. I say, hey, I'll just open up.
Oh my God, you're from Cleveland?
I didn't tell you.
My best friend from Cleveland.
Interview.
That's not part of the interview. That's right. All right, now, tell me, can you give away a recipe on the air?
Yeah, give away whatever you want.
What recipe would you give away? You don't want to give away your signature dish now. You
want to talk about a dish recipe or like a hard. See, we start with small recipes that make everything.
Right.
Like we got the marinara recipe, and that goes.
All right, I want to hear about your marinara because it's delicious.
It is good.
Oh my God, it's absolutely delicious.
It's a love or hate thing. It's like a chili or a marinara or meatballs or meatloaf. You like what your mother made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Marinara, it's got a little bit of sugar in it for the sweet. We got garlic. It's about how long we cook it too. Yeah. You know, I mean, you got to cook it for like 8 hours.
Oh, yeah.
Pot starts like, where are we at? Here.
Yeah.
It gets down like
cooks
here.
Down about that.
Just cooks down. Fresh tomatoes, crushed tomatoes. It's got a little bit. We layer it. You know what I mean? You've got canned tomatoes, crushed tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. Anything you do.
I love it. I love any cuisine based upon the tomato myself, actually.
Yeah. We talk about
what about
seafood risotto? We're known for our seafood risotto. The risotto risotto. When you talk in the South, you want to talk about risotto. Risotto is as grits are to cooking for 20 minutes. Same thing with risotto. It's our barrio rice. You cook it slow and easy, like you cook grits down here for 20 minutes.
Like you know.
Yeah.
It takes 20 minutes. 20 minutes for a grit to cook.
Yeah, what was that movie?
On every stove.
What was that
My
one
cousin
movie?
Vinny. My cousin Vinny. The laws of physics are suspended on your stove.
Same thing with risotto.
My wife's grandfather always did spaghetti and meatballs or spaghetti pasta sauce.
Give away my meatball
and my wife
recipe.
told me that he would spend all day the day before just making the sauce.
Yeah.
The real old world
Plop
stuff.
the meatballs in there. I remember waking up in the kitchen. I wish I could do it. Yeah, chop, 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 chop. My dad was a chef on that wood cutting board, and that's what I'd wake up to. That chop, 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 chop. That knife hitting that wood cutting board.
Yeah.
And that marinara. And you go in, and I'd have to sit there, and he'd make me make the meatballs. You got 10 pounds of this freezing cold.
You're shoving your sausages.
Yeah. And you get that ice cream freeze in your brain when you're doing the meatballs because the meat's so cold. You know what I mean? And you plop them into the marinara, and you sneak by, you grab a piece of bread when he's not looking, he's just plopping it in the marinara and taste it. That's good.
Well, where's your restaurant located, John?
Over in Coleman Boulevard, 626 Coleman Boulevard, right across the street from Moultrie Middle and the Mount Pleasant Farmers Market on Tuesday. So we're right across the street from that big clock tower.
I tell you, there's one other dish you ought to be telling though. That's your banzini, you call it?
The banzini bread, yeah.
I had that tonight.
I'll give you that.
Oh
secret.
Lord,
That's
that
easy.
was good. That was really
easy.
good.
Take a little Italian bread, cut it in half, brush it with garlic oil. Better if the garlic's roasted. Brush it in garlic oil, ricotta cheese, mozzarella, bacon, done.
Well, there you have it, everybody. Iacofano's, 626 Coleman Boulevard, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Fantastic food. The drinks are even better, my friend. Let me tell you.
Another one?
Yeah. That Bombay, I'll tell you, that's some good stuff.
You gotta go more expensive.
Anyway, this is a really friendly guy. He's a wonderful cook and a great entrepreneur and a great proprietor. So get on down to Iacofano's, Mount Pleasant, 626 Coleman Boulevard.
Thank you.